Hi, I'm Colton with Porsche Center Calgary, and I'm here today with another exciting piece of pre-owned inventory. This one is a 2018 Macan GTS. I'll tell you a little bit about what that means in general terms, and then we'll talk about this guy in particular. 2018 means the Macan GTS was kind of toward the top of the range of the Macans, and the kind of the enthusiast variant is what I would say. The GTSs had only a little bit more horsepower than the S, about 20 more horsepower, making for 360 horsepower in this year out of a 3-liter twin-turbo V6. But significantly, they come with a lot more performance options as standard that you would have to, tick the boxes and pay a little bit extra for if you wanted to put those on a Macan or a Macan S. And you also get a few things that are unique to the GTS. So, talking about this guy in particular, this is Rhodium Silver, which was a new silver, I guess, for 17, and is to my eye a little bit blue, kind of depending what light it's in. It's certainly a unique silver. Our GT silver, which has been around for a while, is more traditional. This one, I find when I talk to customers and they're comparing the two, this feels a little bit more modern than that one does. Not better or worse, but certainly different. So yeah, exterior, Rhodium silver. These wheels, the standard wheel on a GTS would be the 20-inch RS Spider wheel. These ones were upgraded to the 21-inch 911 turbo design wheel. Probably the best looking wheel, I think, that was available at the time, and was the largest as well, which definitely adds to the kind of the impact of the car visually, I think. And then quite a few things added on the exterior that are painted versus the standard being left unpainted. So first off, being a GTS, you get the Sport Design package, one of those things that you can option on an S, but standard on the GTS, which automatically gives you a little bit more paint. A slightly different front bumper, more paint lower down, gives you more paint on the side. The side skirt is always painted on a GTS. The rear bumper, again, more paint as standard down there. With this example, they also painted the side blade, which is a little kind of detail along the bottom of the door. Most Macans you'll see that'll be just left as black matte plastic unpainted. I really like when they're painted body color. To me, that's worth optioning. Nice to see here. And what they also did was the Sport Design side mirror, which adds more paint to the base of the mirror and gives you that split spoke look as opposed to the single, again, matte black unpainted piece of plastic. So nice that they did both of those to really kind of complete that painted look. Also added the roof rails up top, which is nice to see because you can't add them after the fact if you want them. If you're looking at a pre-owned Macan that doesn't have them, it's too bad. They have to be done at factory. And then on the back of the car, significant to the GTS, is the matte black Macan GTS badging, which you can't get on any other Macan. Looking up front, this one has the LED PDLS Plus, which means, firstly, of course, that the headlights are LEDs. This is the top-level headlight that was available in 2018, and the PDLS is Porsche Dynamic Lighting System, so they'll turn with the steering wheel, and they'll look further down the road as you speed up. And then the Plus means you also get automatic high beams, so you can leave your high beams on in that auto mode, and when a car comes the other way, it'll see that and dip them out of the way or turn them off so that you're not dazzling the that oncoming driver, and you don't have to worry about turning them on and off all the time. Pretty cool stuff. Moving then to the inside of the car, another unique thing that's available with these is the GTS interior package. So that's a combination of leather and Alcantara. You get the full leather dashboard as well as leather on the tops of the doors. You also, though, in the doors have kind of inserts around the armrests. You have Alcantara, which is a synthetic suede, a motorsport inspired material. It's a little bit grippier. It's also in the seat bases, holds you kind of more firmly in your seat so you're not sliding around on those more spirited drives, and just makes it feel kind of more racy, right? A little bit sportier. And then you also get the contrasting stitching with that. There was a couple of different color options. This one was optioned with the silver stitch, which makes sense given the silver exterior. You can do it with the red stitch. You'll see that sometimes as well. And then you get the GTS embroidered in that stitch on the headrest too. Another unique GTS touch is the seats. It has the standard seats in this car, the 8-way adjustable seats, but they are shaped like an 18-way seat, meaning they're the more heavily bolstered, the sportier seat option. Probably the right one if you're looking at a GTS. Also, the trim is unique to the GTS, and probably my favorite trim that's available on these cars. It's the black brushed aluminum. So the standard brushed aluminum is quite bright. It's silver. I like that one too. It offers some contrast. so it's not just an all black interior, which we see so often. However, not so popular. People tend to like it more black. This one gives you kind of the best of both worlds, where it has a bit of texture. It's going to resist the, showing all of the dirt and scratches and things, but still gives you a little bit of a darker, sportier look. So I love to see that trim, and you didn't have to pay any extra for it on the GTS, and you can only get it on the GTS. So it's pretty cool too. Other content in there that we should talk about. We have the panoramic roof. Most people certainly want that one. Tends to be a must-have. That's optioned here. We also have heated seats front as standard, but rear heated seats were added on this one. And then the entry and drive, meaning you can keep your key in your pocket and just touch the door handle to unlock it and turn the ignition switch when you get in the car without having to physically take your key out of your pocket. Also, the Bose sound system was added on this one. And another important option this one has is Connect Plus. So what that means, the primary reason people ordered it in this year was to give you Apple CarPlay. In 2018, they made navigation standard on the Macans. CarPlay was an optional kind of upgrade beyond that, which came as part of Connect Plus. So when you see that, you know it has navigation and that it has Apple CarPlay. So yeah, definitely nice to see that on the pre-owned ones. Another option we don't see so often that was put in this one is the heat and noise insulated glass. So there are 2 panes of glass. If you roll the window down and kind of put your finger over top, you can feel there's 2 pieces of glass there, and it makes for a much quieter cabin, and also keeps the heat, in the winter, out in the summer a little bit more efficiently. If you're someone who's sensitive to road noise, I find it makes a pretty big difference. My clients who are will come back and say that's their favorite feature. It's quite impactful, so definitely nice to see. And then this has lane change assist, which is the Porsche blind spot warning, which we'll see in most of these cars, but not all. It is optional. But then also the lane keep assist, which is a more rarely optioned feature. So that one, when you're drifting out of your lane, it'll make the noise to warn you. That's the lane departure warning. That aspect is standard. This one's upgraded further to have lane keep assist, so that it'll actually kind of give you a gentle tug on the steering wheel to correct you back into your lane. Now, if you don't like that, if you find it's too intrusive, you can always deactivate it, but nice to have it on the day that you need it. Content-wise, I think that just about sums it up. Well, a small thing, it does have the compass in the dashboard, which is a nice subtle touch. And then mileage on this one, about 77,600 kilometers. So given it's here, pretty good mileage. And when I came down here and took a look at it, cleaned up in the booth, I was actually quite impressed. It really is in very nice condition. If you're interested, if you want to know more, do come down and pay us a visit and check it out, or give us a call. Thanks so much for watching.